Veterinary Centre. The practice was established 24 years ago in 1993 by Jane Fenley and her husband Dave. Since then, it's grown from a 1 vet to a 5 vet practice, and it's now owned and run by Jane and myself. Being an independent practice and not part of a big corporate group, we pride ourselves on being friendly and approachable while working to very high professional standards. We constantly reinvest in state-of-the-art equipment and staff training to provide the best possible service for your pets. As we're a single-centred practice with no branches, everything your pet requires is met on the one site, be this a particular diagnostic test or the expertise of one of our vets or nurses. Despite all our extensive equipment, we remain a small, friendly practice. We try to ensure you always see the same vet or nurse to give a good continuity of care, yet as a team we regularly discuss cases to ensure your pet's receiving the best possible treatment. One of our unique selling points is that we provide our own out-of-hours emergency service. So that means in times of crisis you see a familiar face and come to a familiar location. We are 100% small animal practice, which means that we care primarily for dogs, cats and rabbits. In addition, we treat ferrets, guinea pigs and other small pets. We have a sister practice, Wenson Valley Vets, based on the Edge of Fakenham Racecourse, that treats farm animals and horses. So let's take a tour. We have 2 large rooms for the vet consultations. They contain all the necessary equipment for examining your pet, be it for a routine vaccination or when your pet's unwell. All our veterinary consultation appointments are 20 minutes long. This ensures that we always have the time to thoroughly examine your pet, and we have consulting periods throughout the day to make your visit to us as convenient as possible. We try where possible to ensure that you see the vet of your choice to give good continuity of care. In addition, our nurses have their own consulting room from where they run their comprehensive range of free clinics. Our head nurse Nadine is a qualified pet behaviourist, and as well as advising on behavioural issues, she runs our successful puppy parties. These parties are run on a weeknight evening for 4 consecutive weeks, and the aim of the evening is to help socialise your puppy with other puppies and people. In addition, you learn about basic training, common behavioural problems and how to avoid them, and general dog care. All the puppies that have been to puppy parties seem to remember the practice as fun, and even years later bound through the door rather than having to be dragged over the threshold. Our diagnostic room is where much of our diagnostic equipment is stored and used. Our main X-ray machine is a high-power unit with a digital processor. This allows us to view X-rays within seconds of them being taken. As with digital photos, we can zoom in on images, which helps us to identify problems, and we can email them to specialists if necessary. In addition, we have a specific dental X-ray unit used exclusively to X-ray teeth. Our ultrasound machine enables us to non-invasively examine organs within your pet. We use it to look at soft tissue structures such as the heart, liver, spleen or bladder, and as in humans, we use it for pregnancy diagnosis too. The prep room, as its name suggests, is used for the preparation of patients prior to surgery. Firstly, the animal is anaesthetised, then clipped and cleaned prior to being moved through to one of our 2 operating theatres. We also use this room routinely for taking blood samples and any dental procedures. Our compressed air dental unit ensures that we're able to descale, polish and burr teeth. Our main operating theatre is used for the majority of surgical procedures. These can range from routine neutering to advanced spinal surgery. The theatre contains a lot of highly specialised equipment for the sole purpose of monitoring your pet during its anaesthetic. We measure your pet's blood pressure, heart rate, blood oxygenation, carbon dioxide continuously, which along with the presence of a dedicated nurse allows any anaesthetic to be as safe as it possibly can be. Our second theatre is slightly smaller than our main theatre and is commonly used for minor procedures. If your pet requires a surgical procedure or a diagnostic test, we can be as adaptable as possible, arranging the day and the vet to suit you, and we're happy to give estimates for any procedure your pet may need. In our laboratory, we have a large number of blood machines on site that are able to give us results within minutes. Blood samples are obviously taken when your pet is unwell, but we also take samples routinely in healthy individuals. Mainly this is prior to anaesthetics, but we also offer them along with vaccines and certain nurse clinics. The aim of this is to detect any disease process as early as we possibly can. The kennel room is for the obvious task of housing our hospitalised patients. We have a variety of kennel sizes to cater for all creatures great and small. The room temperature is thermostatically controlled independently of the rest of the building. Within the room, we have specific oxygen kennels to allow an animal to be maintained in an oxygen-rich environment without the stress of having to wear a face mask. Any patient that has to have a drip has an individual drip machine attached to their kennel, and this ensures that your pet receives exactly the correct amount of fluids. There's a nurse's workstation in the middle of the room so that we can provide continuous supervision of all the inpatients. At SummerHill, we treat your pets as if they're our own.